Couple Show.
All right, we're live now, baby. Let's do the intro again for our YouTube viewers.
Right there. Almost, guys. Almost. Hold on.
I love when he's setting this up.
There we go. We're good. We're live now.
We're live, man.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Power Couple Show. My name is Policy Q.
I'm Cassandra Lee, and together we are
the Power Couple.
Welcome to the Power Couple Show live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern on Meerkat, YouTube,
and thepowercoupleshow.com.
What is that?
Thepowercoupleshow.com, man, is where we stream live from our YouTube channel, but on a really cool website where you can get access to the 7 ways to becoming a power couple, which is a free PDF. If you haven't gotten it, you should definitely go and grab it. All right. Today we're going to be talking about the second part, which is forgiveness restores intimacy, right?
Part 2.
Which is important, especially in a relationship, especially in a marriage. Intimacy, it really means everything. I mean, if you can't be intimate with your partner, if you can't, not just touch them, but really relate with them on a deeper level than just, than just a surfacey level, then your relationship is never going to go to the level that it could have gone or where it should be.
Right. And I can totally relate to this. I mean, there has been times where Paolo and I would go through something so stupid and silly. I think that the fights that you and I have are never really like dramatic. They're like little things that we're just being like,
they just get blown out of
proportion. We're just being stubborn about. And so, I know that there has been times where I'm just like, well, I'm not going to talk to him. When really I just want to be cuddled by him and like, just like with him. And I know that if I want to be cuddled by him, I have to forgive him. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to forgive him because he needs to understand that, the way I feel is more important right now. So I'll sacrifice the fact that I want to be intimate with him just because I want to get the point across that I don't want to forgive him. Like, I've done that before. Like, isn't that so stupid that we're willing to put ourselves through pain just because we want to prove a point?
This is episode 49?
This is episode 49, baby.
No.
Yeah.
I thought we passed the 50 episode.
Not yet, because we missed a few episodes last week, and that's what kind of did it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so tomorrow will be the 50th episode.
Yeah! 50th episode.
So let's get to it, man. Last week was an awesome episode when we talked about this. I think that there are so many people just, commenting, asking questions. It was a good episode.
It was a great episode.
And
it was an amazing episode.
Yeah, I definitely want to take that, into today's episode, because what we did last week was we talked about 3 reasons why we find it difficult to forgive.
Yeah.
And then today what we want to do is 3 reasons why you can forgive. All right. How do you forgive? All right. So we talked about why is it so hard? Well, how can we actually start taking action on this? That's what we want to talk about today.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And just got a really good idea. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to share with you afterwards.
I love his hair. It's like it's so curly. It's crazy curly today.
But yeah, so I'm excited. So today we're going to be talking about 3 things, right? That restores intimacy. What do you got here?
No, just the 3 things that help you forgive.
Oh, help you forgive. That's going to be important, right? We talked about last week, the first part, and we talked about the importance in being able to forgive your spouse, the power in that, right? Today we want to give you some really good material, some really good meat that you guys can chew on that can really restore your relationship, can really take your marriage to the next level. So, before we get started, before we get right into it, the way you guys want us to, before we share with you guys what's on our mind, what's on our heart, the really good stuff that we have here prepared for you guys, we're going to be doing love words, right? Love words. Palabras
de amor.
Right? Like my wife says, and we are excited to do this part. This happens to be one of my favorite parts. It always reminds me how to appreciate my wife. It gives me the ability to recognize her, to uplift her. And you know what? The truth is that, this show has definitely helped our marriage, helped me as a husband grow more in love and to actually become a better person. So, love words. What's love words?
Love words is my favorite too. I mean, I just realized something.
What's up?
Yesterday we went to church, and one of the biggest things that we learned was words aren't only for communication, they're for creation.
That's powerful.
And, when he talked about how Abram and Sarai, how the Lord changed their names to Abraham and Sarah, which actually means father of multitudes and mother of princes, of many princes. And man, like how they were just calling each other those things. And I think that not only should we have love words, because love words is a time, it's not really you know, that.
Yeah.
Love words is more of reason why I love.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I want to remind myself, why do I love you?
Yeah.
You know, it's giving facts.
Well, maybe we can implement it at the end.
I think that we should have a section at the end of the show,
yeah,
after the Q&A, where we can call it call it into existence, or I don't know. We'll think of a cool name.
Yeah, we'll think of a cool name for sure.
Who am I? You know, something like that. Who do you think I am? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, who do you think I am?
And we'll just call each other what we think we are.
Yeah,
you are. You know,
that's actually really good. Yeah, I think we're gonna implement it today. So we're gonna implement it today.
That's beautiful.
And I think we should call it "Who Am I?" Because I think that sometimes in relationships we can tend to get lost in who we are as an individual. And the cool thing about a relationship, which a lot of people don't understand, the power in it, is that whenever you're down, whenever you're feeling upset, you know, you have somebody there, like physically, that is supposed to love you, that's supposed to uplift you, that absolutely thinks that they think that in their eyes, you are just an amazing person. And the benefit of the doubt is that a lot of people don't have that, but also some people who actually are in a relationship don't use that to their own. That's a resource. That's a resource that can help you get out of the gutter, get out of how you're feeling, right? So we're going to do that today. I think that's really cool.
Beautiful, and we'll talk about more about that later. So let's get into palabras
de amor.
De amor.
Yeah.
Guys, those of you watching on YouTube, on Meerkat, or on thepowercoupleshow.com, you know, participate with us.
Yeah, participate.
Okay?
So
get with your spouse.
Text your partner, all right, if they're not home, call them. Or if they are with you, do it with them right now. Don't just look at us. Don't just, you know, don't just hear us.
Wow, this is not very entertaining.
Yeah, like, you know, we're going to be uplifting ourselves. Like, so this is a moment for us, not so much for you. So you should take this moment to allocate, to really text your partner, call your partner. We encourage you right now. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And we're not talking to you. We're talking to the person behind you.
And if you're single and you're like, well, I don't have anyone to do it with, so I'm just going to watch y'all. Do it to yourself. Go look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, man, because you got to love yourself first. You know what I'm saying?
Ready?
Yeah. Baby, I want to say that I appreciate you because, you know, you're just an amazing person that just knows how to have fun and helps me realize the value in having quality time with our family. Yeah.
Baby, I just want to say that I love you because I really do follow your lead. Like, just about every step you take, I'm taking it right after you.
Wow.
Like, I'm like, it's like you go like this, and then my foot is connected, and it's like following your lead.
Wow.
And so I'm really looking forward to the direction that, you know, the Lord is already placing in your mind of where to take us.
Yeah. I'm
100% following you.
That's awesome, man. I want to say thank you. I want to say, baby, I want to say I appreciate you because of the fact that you just, you're just an amazing person that absolutely has a big heart, and you demonstrate that not just to me but to people around you. And I want to say thank you because you really do complete me and make me a better person. You really do. There's a lot of things that you've brought out of me, and there's a lot of things that you know how to do better than I do, and I am so grateful for that because without that I don't think I'd be where I am today.
Baby, I just want to say that I love you because of your action taking. You go from not knowing something to knowing it, and then that gap from knowing it to doing it, you shorten it so rapidly. You're like, oh, no, I'm going to implement this today. And you know, I got to become more like you. I really do. And I'm going to do my best, you know, and I just appreciate your love, your compassion, your grace, your mercy, and your patience. Because I'm telling you, man, like I follow your lead, man. I really do. You're amazing.
Yeah, baby, I want to say thank you so much because you're just an amazing, amazing, amazing wife that knows how to respond to me in just the right way, knows how to talk to me, but most importantly, when something's bothering me, you know exactly how to get me unstuck and give me a better plan. And just, I want to say thank you because you really do inspire me. Like, you inspire me. So thank you, babe.
Baby, thank you just for believing in me.
No, thank you for believing in me.
I love you.
No, I love you.
You're the best husband ever.
Yeah. What up, man?
What up, man? We got Living Chick Lydia in the house who liked us and streamed this baby. 2 claps. You rock. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Again, guys, you were watching
the Power Couple Show live Monday to Friday,
10 a.m. Eastern
on Meerkat YouTube and thepowercoupleshow.com.
Guys, if you guys have not yet followed us, make sure you follow us on Meerkat.
What?
Okay, make sure you follow us on Periscope.
Yeah.
All right, and make sure you also subscribe to our YouTube channel. okay? Because we want to have more subscribers. We want to be everywhere. We want to always be able to connect with you, communicate with you, and always be in your face.
In your
right?
face.
Only for the purpose of helping you get to the next level in your relationship.
Guys,
and spending. Yeah, go ahead.
We just truly believe in this vision.
Yeah.
And you know, if you are feeling it and you believe in it too, then connect with every avenue that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. Connect with every avenue, guys. And we want to say we appreciate you. We love you guys. And as a thank you, go to thepowercoupleshow.com. You guys can get access to a free PDF, 7 ways to becoming a power couple. Really good stuff. And it can be all yours when you go to thepowercoupleshow.com.
You heard?
So let's talk about today's topic. But before we do, we're going to go into the quote of the day, correct?
Yeah, the quote of the day. So I'm going to repeat the same exact quote that we did last week, okay? Because again, this is just part 2, so we're really going to go over the meat, and that's going to be a little bit different.
The meat.
So if you weren't here last week, you're going to get a little bit of what we talked about then too, right?
Yeah.
So the quote of the day was, forgiveness is not always easy. At times, it just feels more painful than the wound we suffered to forgive the one that inflicted it.
Yeah.
And yet, there is no peace without forgiveness.
There's no peace.
There's just none.
None.
It's constantly in the forefront of your mind. You're putting massive energy towards not forgiving. I think it takes more energy to not forgive than it does to forgive. It's like a reminder. Oh, there he is. No. I can't even look in that direction.
Yeah.
I can't even be because I can't forgive this person.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, like,
myself.
it's crazy, but as a matter of fact, like, you kind of almost have to hide your true authentic self because the person does, you know,
you don't want to open it up.
You don't want to open it up. And you know, anytime that you have to hide your authentic self, you're literally like, you're blocking any blessings and any opportunities that come into your life. Because, you know, you're only going to get blessed based on your authentic self. Because even if you do get blessed by accident, when people see who you truly are, it doesn't match the perception of who they thought you were. The blessing's gone. So, like, understand that it's so important, not just for your relationship, but just for life, that not being able to forgive. I mean, just imagine if you're in a room with someone you haven't forgiven. Yet at the same time, in that room, there's a decision maker. There's somebody that probably needs what you have to offer or would be very, very interested in what you bring to the table. But because that person's in that same room with that person, you start acting a certain way. You start, you know, being more quiet.
It takes more energy,
Yeah, it takes way more energy.
I mean, when you think of just forgiveness, it's like, it's all good. Like, there's nothing to think about. There's nothing to think about. There's nothing to pretend.
Yeah.
You can be because you've forgiven and you forgot. Like, it's
Exactly.
just, there's nothing that exists. It's like you just move
Exactly.
forward.
Yeah.
There's no energy really required.
There's no energy required. So
how do we get people to that point?
You know, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about the 3 things to get to that point so you can forgive, right? And again, guys, you know, forgiveness, I don't know where I heard it from, but it's someone said forgiveness is like, you know, unforgiveness is like, you know, like taking poison, expecting the other person to die. You know, it's like, it's not going to happen. You know, maybe what they did was wrong to you. Maybe they didn't do the right thing, right? But the truth is that we're not perfect, right? I mean, people are going to hurt people. You know, most people are going to make mistakes. Most people are just going to mess up, right? But it's not your job to bring the justice. Your job is to let go. It's to forgive, man.
Your job is to be, man.
It's to be, man. You know, just be, man. You know,
going.
Just keep on going, keep on moving,
and just love everyone.
And especially in your relationship, right? I mean, if you're going to be spending, you know, most of your time with that partner, you know, you not forgiving is gonna it's gonna flow into other areas, man. It's gonna flow into other areas that are just they're not gonna be good for you. They're not gonna be good for you. And especially if you have a kid, you have a family, right? It's gonna flow into those things, right? And it can cause havoc, right? So that's what we're gonna be talking about here in just a couple of minutes, right? Again, guys, you are watching
the Power Couple Show live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern on
me and thepowercoupleshow.com.
Make your way to thepowercoupleshow.com.
Yes.
Tell them why.
Make your way to thepowercoupleshow.com so you guys can get access to our free PDF, okay? 7 ways to becoming a power couple.
No way.
I'm very excited about that. It's just a way to say thank you. And I'm excited to take action on the power couple stuff after this. I can't wait. I have something I'm dying to just do. So I'm really, really excited about that. I'm really pumped up about that. So make your way to thepowercoupleshow.com. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening. We are excited, beyond excited, and we're looking forward to partnering up with you guys and helping you guys become the best couple that you guys can.
Yeah, man, we love you guys. Seriously,
we love you guys. So why don't we do this? Why don't we get into the 3 points, because I know they're going to be I know there's going to be a lot of juice in there, a lot of
let's go right
stuff
into
that we could talk about.
So here's the 3 points of how to get you from I don't know, power couple. I don't know if I can find it in myself to forgive. Right? How do you go from that point to being able to forgive just effortlessly?
How do you do that?
How do we get to that point?
How do you get to that point?
So the first one is remove expectation.
Wow, that's really good.
I want to talk about this for a second, because I was faced with this one yesterday. Okay? And so yesterday we were in church, and my husband, we had a really long night. We had a long morning.
Yeah.
And so we got really exhausted. I was exhausted. He was exhausted. And we were in church, and there was a moment where we came to the praise and worship. And my husband was just like, I need a moment. Like, I'm just really tired. I need a moment to just been married for over 24 years. How long have you two been married? That's awesome, man. We can't wait to say 24 years.
That's beautiful. That's really, really awesome.
Yeah, we've been married for about 3.5 years now.
3.5 years.
We can't wait to be like 24, 40. Anyway, so yesterday, we're in praise and worship, and he's like, I just need a moment to sleep. And I almost really got offended. Like, I almost got angry. Like, it distracted me from entering the presence of God. It distracted me.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, like, I was praising and worshiping, and the only thing I can think about was my husband just not doing it. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, guys, get rid of this. Like, the way he wants to worship is not the way you have to worship. Like, it consumed me, and I started getting angry that I just wanted to take my anger out on him.
Wow, that's interesting.
I wanted to penalize him.
Wow.
I wanted to just, I don't know why.
Yeah.
And this right here, I had to remind myself this. I had to say, Cassandra, remove your expectation over your husband.
Yeah, man.
Don't expect him to go 100% into the worship.
Trust me. It's fine.
Okay.
I've baked these a couple of times now.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah,
and that's just steam. It's not gonna make the fire go.
Don't expect him to just wake up and you know what I mean? Like, I just had this expectation, and because I had this expectation over him, when he didn't meet it, I began to get angry. There was this turmoil that started to rise up. I have to sit there and say, Cassandra, like, you need to remove this expectation.
I'm glad that you did, because you kind of felt that. I kind of felt it, just to keep it real. I felt that when you turned it around. I felt a lot of that emotion there.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, I'm glad that you removed that expectation, because I think that my biggest fault has also been that as well. Yours might have been there, but I've placed expectations in a lot of things, not just in spiritual stuff, but also in working out.
Right.
But at the same time, some of those things. So I think expectation sets you up to fail. I mean, it really does. Expectation really sets you up to fail.
It does.
So if you guys can remove expectation, if you guys can get rid of expectation, and you guys can just love your partner for who they are, and anything they do after that is a bonus, and you just love them. But you're gonna love them regardless, right?
That's good.
You're gonna love them regardless. That's the reason why. This is
why you're able to forgive.
Yeah,
because you don't have the expectation.
Yeah, and this is a good point. And I'm not to get spiritual, right, or anything like that. But since we're on this topic, we were in church, and Pastor Carl said something that was really, really profound. And he said, when you decide to give your life today, don't think that you're getting a perfect life. You're not. You're getting perfect peace, right? Which is understanding the expectations. A lot of people get saved and they think their life is just going to be fixed overnight.
Right.
It doesn't work like that.
Right. Which is why we get angry at God.
Because of the expectation. Expectations are put on things that are setting us up to fail.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
It is pretty deep.
Because if I don't have an expectation over an outcome of a situation, what happens is this: if it doesn't meet it, I am no longer emotionally bound to that.
You're not.
Therefore, why is it hard to forgive? Because you're emotionally bound to controlling that situation.
And that's the best thing to do. And this is gonna work for a lot of things, guys. Because like even for those who because let's face it, right? It's not just gonna be spiritual stuff. It's not just gonna be in your marriage, but also let's just say finances, right? I mean, if you have an expectation, you put an expectation and you tie expectations to the finances, to the money, to money. You tie those things down, right? And then all of a sudden, 1 week, you know, you don't make the same money that you made last week.
Oh
Damn, disappointment, right?
Dude.
Disappointment, anger. And what happens is when you put expectations and you tie these things on things that are obviously going to disappoint you, right? You also become ungrateful for these things, right?
Ooh.
And like, for example, like let's take the example in our business, right? We have a couple of businesses that are running, and our numbers dropped significantly this past weekend, right? And of course, we put an expectation on this, thinking like the money flow is just going to be consistent, right? And it wasn't, right? And because we put an expectation and we tied it to that, right, expecting that it was going to be the same exact money or more that we made the previous week, we got angry. We got a little disappointed, right? And in the process of doing that, we also became ungrateful.
Dude.
Ungrateful for the fact that we didn't hit the same numbers, even though we made money. I mean, how many people would have wished to make that kind of money? I mean, how many people would have been in need to make the same amount of money that we made that weekend?
You know,
right?
Even today, like my workout, like I had an expectation of how I wanted to perform. And because I didn't meet it, I got emotionally attacked. I was so angry, babe. I was livid.
No, I know you're very
like
angry.
I was gonna cry.
No, you're very angry.
And what broke me out of that pattern was bumping into the lady. Like I was gonna cry. The lady that we were outside. The dog. Like I was gonna cry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is so true. Like
it's true, man.
Just remove expectations.
Just remove expectations.
And you won't have to feel that.
You ain't gonna feel it, man.
We just want to shout out really quick David Dorian Ross and Too Deep.
Yeah,
who
thank you for following me.
like this, restream this. Guys, we're gonna give you 2 claps.
You rock!
You're the bomb.
You're the bomb. Guys, you are watching The Power Couple Show.
Live Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern
on Meerkat, YouTube, and thepowercoupleshow.com. Guys, go to thepowercoupleshow.com.
Why?
Because you want to get the 7 ways to becoming a power couple.
Heck
okay.
Yeah.
You know what we're gonna do? I think I'm probably gonna mass a domain with the Facebook group.
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna do that. I think it's gonna be good. Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Anyways,
so check this out, guys. Let's go on to number 2.
All right.
Numero dos.
Which is be forward.
No, move forward.
Oh, move forward.
Move forward. The thing is we like to hold onto a grudge when we don't know what's ahead of us.
What's ahead of us?
Here's what I mean.
Okay, talk about it.
Here's what I mean, okay? I'm going to bring back yesterday.
Okay.
In praise and worship. I could have held the expectation. I could have been angry. I could have held a grudge. The thing is, one of the things that helped me not to was I remembered what was ahead of me. Man, the main pastor from the entire Hillsong Church is going to be preaching. I don't want to miss my blessing.
Yeah.
Number 1. Number 2, man, we have a whole fun day planned ahead of us.
Yeah.
To go to the basketball court, to go have fun, to take pictures, to be in the sun, and just all these things. And I was like, am I literally going to let this one little thing hinder my experience for the rest of the day?
Are you?
Like, no, like I didn't want to.
That's
because
crazy.
I knew now what was ahead of me. We get so stuck on what's right here, and that we allow it to block our vision from what's actually ahead of us.
I mean, that is an amazing point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
It's very true.
It's so true. Man.
Because if I can look at what's ahead, I don't have to be so concerned about what's right here. I don't.
That's good, man. That's really good. I mean, this is the problem, right? Like the problem in relationships, and the reason why we tend to do things that we shouldn't have done is because we are so right now focused. Like we're so centered. Like we're just thinking about what's happening now, and like we don't even filter our decisions off what we can look forward to, and we sometimes tend to make the wrong decision. I mean, I've been guilty of this where, you know, like 2-4 hours later or maybe a day later, I'm thinking to myself, wow, my day could have gone better, or wow, it wasn't even worth it because of this, and that. We're lined up in my day, right? And that's the problem, right? We have to filter our decision making through a system that helps us see that if we made this decision, we are literally suffocating, like slitting our throat technically, right, of what is to come. And what is to come is always greater than sometimes the decisions that we make that hinder what's to come, right? So like we just have to filter our decision making, not off of the emotion we're feeling, because emotions lie, you know?
Yeah.
Emotions are very deceitful, and sometimes we bite the bait, man, and we end up doing something that we regret in our relationships, right? So if we can see what's ahead of us, which my wife made a great point, if we can see what's ahead of us, and we can see all the opportunities lined up, and we can see what is in front of us, right?
Are we really going to allow the moment?
Are we gonna allow the moment of something so petty, something that's small, something that probably got blown out of proportion, right? Are we going to allow that to get in the way, interfere with the amazing day that we have to look forward with our partner, with our family, with our kids, with business opportunities? Are we really gonna let that happen?
We shouldn't. So ask yourself this: when you're faced with the moment of where you have an opportunity to forgive or hold a grudge, ask yourself this: if I hold the grudge, what would the rest of my day look like if I decide not to forgive?
Yeah.
And then ask yourself, if I forgave them right now, immediately, no emotions attached, forgive and forget, what would the rest of my day look like?
Yeah.
And actually play it out in your mind. And you're going to see just how complete polar opposite the two outcomes of the day will be.
Yeah.
And honestly,
sure,
it'll be hard to choose to forgive, but when you do it, I'm telling you, the day is going to just go on so much smoother.
So much smoother.
You just got to remove emotion.
You got to remove that emotion.
That's it, man. Emotions. They can torment you, man.
They could. They can torment you, right?
So what's the third thing?
The third thing is love, man.
And unconditionally, bro.
Unconditioned. No conditions, man.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Like the other day, yesterday actually, we were hanging out with our siblings, and just one of my sister-in-law, she's young, she's not like that much older than me.
She's 4 or 5 years younger.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years younger. She's like 19, right? She's 19, and she was like, I'll love you. Like, I don't know what she was asking for, but she was like, I'll love you if you do this for me and you do that for me. And like, she was putting all of these conditions, and I'm sure she loves me, but she wanted to get something out of me, right?
Right.
So she was putting all of these conditions and throwing love there, throwing love as a bait for me to do something, right? And sometimes in relationships, right, we tend to put conditions on our love. And you know what? It turns into manipulation, right?
I'll love you only if.
Yeah, and being manipulative is not something, we never want to be manipulated, right? And especially when you know that your partner is putting conditions, or you're putting conditions, right? It doesn't serve them any good. It doesn't serve you any good, right?
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, what it starts doing is that you do it long enough, what's going to happen is that you both will begin to start putting conditions on your love. And instead of loving unconditionally, now your love is going to be conditioned, right? And to be truthfully honest, we as human beings, we can't live up to much. Let's just face it. We're not made perfect. Okay, we make a lot of mistakes. And then on top of that, to put conditions on something, to try to make us fit into this cubicle that somehow we are not made to fit, makes it that much harder.
So we do this with children, we do this with relationships, we do this with friendships, we do this with careers. Like, remove all condition.
Yeah, remove conditions.
Because that's what the expectation is, right? That goes back to the first one. If you can remove expectation, if you can think ahead, loving unconditionally no longer is an issue. It's natural. Okay, you can love unconditionally without ever having to feel like you need to put conditions in order for that love to be effective. The Reverse Life says they love your hair today, man. Thank you for liking this and restreaming this. The Reverse Life and NASCAR Inc.
Yeah, man.
Right? We're going to give you
You rock.
You rap. Oh my God, I messed up. I'm sorry. You rock. All right, 2 claps, you rock, man.
Guys, you are watching the Power Couple Show.
Live Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern on Meerkat YouTube and thepowercoupleshow.com. Make your way to thepowercoupleshow.com, baby. Tell them why.
You want to make your way to thepowercoupleshow.com simply because you want to get access to 7 ways to becoming a power couple.
Yes, you do.
Okay, join our free VIP list. Also, we're going to be putting some really cool things together, and we're going to be giving away the last 50 episodes of the Power Couple once we hit the 50th episode.
Which is
so I got some work to do, okay? Because I'm going to be putting something really nice for you guys for watching us and just joining us. Just as a way to say thank you for following us. We really do appreciate everyone that's taking the time that's kind of made a sacrifice to be on here because they want to better their marriage, they want to better their relationship, right?
Word.
You know, although we haven't been married for, 30, 40 years, we've only been married for 3.5 years. One thing that I can say is in these 3.5 years, we've been through some really, really tough times, and financially, spiritually, we've been tested in most of the areas, and we have literally been put to the test from the very beginning, from the moment we said I do. That the truth is, I'd be lying to you to tell you that we know everything, because we don't know everything.
No.
But one thing that we can say is that most of these challenges would have probably gotten a lot of people to give up, would have probably gotten people to throw in the towel, but it's only made us stronger. And it's almost like, what else can really tear us apart, right?
Yeah.
And we've learned principles, we've learned a lot of things throughout the way from amazing people, amazing counselors, and also from our own experience that we'd like to share with you. And anything that we share with you is always from the bottom of our heart what is happening in our life.
Yeah.
We try to keep it real. We try to be transparent. We don't try to make ourselves to be something that we're not. We know we don't know everything, but what we do know is a couple of things that are working in a relationship that I truly believe that if you guys took it for what it is and you guys implement it, I really do believe you will also see an increase in your marriage.
Absolutely.
So, so far we've talked about the 3 things.
Yeah, man.
We've talked about remove expectation. We've talked about moving forward. We've talked about
loving unconditional.
Loving unconditional, man. This has been a phenomenal Power Couple show, guys.
I love this episode.
We're here Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. All right, and we encourage you. If you're not following us, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, if you're look, you want to do it, and here's the reason why, guys, because this is going to get big, okay? This is going to get huge, okay? I mean, and it's not going to get big because we are amazing and we are perfect, although we do think we're kind of cool, all right? We know that this is going to get big because we know this is a tremendous problem that's happening right now. People can't even sleep in the same room, right? People are divorcing. There's a big problem. And we know that with your help, with you guys, those who are watching, we know that with you guys sharing this message, that we can impact millions of people, and we can probably save hundreds, and if not millions of marriages that are probably about to go and throw in the towel because of you guys. But it's not going to happen because just listening to the show. It's going to happen by coming to the show, implementing the things that we're sharing, and leading by example in your own life, right?
That's right.
The Bible talks about something powerful, and it talks about that a righteous man, a righteous man is one that stands good by God's side. And it also talks about when sometimes when we think about creating a great legacy, we think of it like leaving a house behind or leaving a lump of cash to our family. But actually, leaving a great legacy behind sometimes has to do more with leading by example and impacting people around you, which then impact more people and generations down the line because you decided to live by an amazing example. And you can do that today, guys, if you decide to implement and decide to choose and to win back that love in your relationship, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, take a look at Jesus. I mean, he didn't leave a lump load of cash. When I was born into this, it didn't say, here's your Jesus account, okay, with $1 million in it.
Right.
But what he did leave were principles that, and also he lived an amazing life, such an amazing life that
we're talking about it right now.
2,000, thousands of years later. That's the kind of life that you want to leave behind. And that's honestly the kind of impact that we need to really reach everyone in this world to make it a better place. So we want to say thank you. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. All right. And what we're going to do now is we are going to do
Who am I?
Who am I?
Who am I? This is going to be a new section of the show. Before we get to it, let's just shout out D_trucking. Good morning, man. I want to shout out D_trucking, Steve 2666 2666, man. Those of you who like this and will stream this, you guys deserve a 2 claps.
You rock, man.
Okay?
Shout out to Nasha Racking.
We already did that one.
Oh, we did that. Okay,
yeah,
sorry. Anyways, yeah, well, you guys are awesome. All right. Again, guys, right now we're going to do the Q&A real quick. Okay. Is that cool? If you guys have any questions?
Questions? We got answers. Put it in the comments below.
Put it in the comments below. And
right.
we're just going to start. Who are we? And if we see the questions.
Yeah, we're going to first let me tell you what Who Am I is, right?
Yeah.
Who Am I is this new section that Ballo and I decided we're going to add to our show. And what this is we're going to call into existence who we see our spouse is.
Yeah.
For example, okay, we were learning in church yesterday that Abram and Sarai, okay, Abram and Sarai were 100 years old and 90 years old. And they wanted a child, and they were just barren for many years, obviously, right? Yeah. And God promised them a kid. God promised them, that they would be able to do it.
Yeah.
And he changed their name from Abram to Abraham, and Sarai to Sarah. And Abraham meant father of multitudes.
Father of multitude.
And Sarah was mother of princes.
Yes.
And what this means is really powerful, is once their name changed, they actually began to refer to one another as father of multitudes.
Mother of princess.
Father of multitudes.
Mother of princess.
Princes.
Princess.
Princes.
Princess.
Princes.
Oh gosh.
Anyways, of princes.
Anyways,
anyway, royalty is the point.
Yes.
So basically, we decided that we want to have this section where we can call each other what we believe we see in our spouse,
and that's what
because
when you guys come together, that's the biggest resource that you guys have,
dude,
because each other.
Look,
it's in front of you. This person can empower you. This person has the ability to speak life into you, so you can conform to their words and create a new you.
The thing is this, okay? Faith talks, right? Words aren't just for communication.
They're for creation.
So we're going to create in one another what the things that are not yet. Don't let her get you like that. That was really funny, bro. Are you ready?
Yeah. Baby, I want to say that, you are an amazing actress that is so powerful, so influential, and that the world has never seen someone like you, where they're not just amazing actresses, but they're just an amazing human being using that as a platform to really impact this world. And God's going to use you in a way where he's going to use every little bit of gift inside of you. He's just going to drain it all out, and it's going to make you feel powerful.
Baby, I just want to say that you are the man of empires. The man that builds a multitude of empires.
Wow.
That's who you are.
Baby, I want to say that you are an amazing woman of God that has the ability to communicate to this world in a way where things actually make sense, and where people actually not just change temporarily, but you have the ability, your words have the ability to create lasting, everlasting, transformational amazingness in them.
You are a man of natural and supernatural wisdom.
You're a woman of wisdom.
Baby, you are a man that is made with billion-dollar ideas that manifest.
Babe, you are a woman that gets billion-dollar ideas downloaded to them, and you can express them through your creativity, through your arts, through your performance, like no one has ever seen.
When you speak, it creates wealth not only in your life, but in the life of the people you speak it to. Woo! That was good.
You're an amazing mother that has the ability to nurture their kids, yet at the same time discipline them and make them kids that will forever come back to the Lord.
I love you.
All right,
this is good, man.
Yeah, this is good stuff, man.
Dude, we've never done that one before, right? This is a brand new, spanking new portion of the show.
Yeah, spanking new, man.
It's called Who Am I?
Who Am I?
And we want you all to participate.
Yeah, it's powerful,
with your
man.
spouse, and basically call them who they are.
Yeah, for sure.
We called it Who Am I because it's like this. It's like this, right? It's like, baby, who am I? And he tells me who I am.
Yeah.
He's gonna call it. He's gonna
I'm
call
gonna call
me
it
who
into
I am.
existence, man. You
That's
know?
beautiful, man.
So
Can
guys,
you imagine doing that?
Yeah, man, it's amazing, guys, and we really, really wish we could stay another hour,
But we can't.
But we can't. All right, but we want to say thank you for joining us. Thank
We love
you for
you.
showing up to the
Power Couple Show
live
Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. On Meerkat YouTube and thepowercoupleshow.com.
If you haven't already, go to thepowercoupleshow.com and get access to the
Do
7
it,
ways
do
to
it.
becoming a power couple. Yet at the same time, also, if you still haven't followed us, you still not convinced, give us another chance, okay? By subscribing, by hitting the follow button, by following us. Look, figure out how you guys can follow us, whether on Meerkat YouTube, because I promise you, we're always going to be consistent. We're always going to show up, and we're always going to do our absolute best to keep it real and share with you what's working in our relationship. No, I mean, you know, we're totally like unorthodox, okay? We're not here with the suit and tie. We're not going to try to, you know, put this facade that we're perfect. But what we can share with you is things that you can avoid in your relationship, so you don't have to go through some of the things we've gone through. And at the same time, also some advice that can really, really take things to the next level in your relationship.
Absolutely, guys. We love you so much. Thank you for being here. You're the bomb, like tick, tick, boom. Peace. See you mañana.